Renault aims to democratise electric technology in Europe, starting with this 5 E-Tech electric small hatch. Back in the 70s, the original 5 effectively pioneered the Super Mini genre. Its look is nostalgically referenced here, in combination with futuristic design. You expect nimble, agile handling from a small car that looks like this, and Renault says that there are 2 design keys here that provide it. Obviously important for agility are the measures that have kept curb weight to under 1.5 tons. That's unusual for an EV. Unusual for a small hatch of any kind is the replacement of the normal torsion beam suspension setup for a more sophisticated rear multi-link arrangement. That not only makes the ride more supple, but also offers extra stability in extreme manoeuvres, like avoiding a child running out into the road. In terms of power, things kick off with a base 120 horsepower variant that uses a 40 kilowatt hour battery with a 190 mile range and makes 62 miles an hour in 9 seconds. But the 5 E-Tech will mainly be chosen in its top form with a 150 horsepower motor energised by a 52 kilowatt hour battery capable of taking the car up to 251 miles between charges. That's what we've got here. The 52 kilowatt hour version gets to 62 miles an hour in 7.9 seconds but runs out of steam at 93 miles an hour. If you want to go faster in a 5, remember that there's always the Alpine A290 version of this design, which can offer up to 217 brake horsepower. Drive dynamics for the standard 5 are based on those of Renault's Megane E-Tech, though the steering isn't quite as sharp and darty as it is in that car. The ratio slackened from 12 to 1 to 13 to 7. A brake-by-wire system features as standard. Remember that charging speeds vary here with battery choice. For the 40 kilowatt hour model it's 80 kilowatts. For this 52 kilowatt hour version it's 100 kilowatts. In both cases expect a 15 to 80% top up to take just under half an hour from a public DC charger. The AC charging time for full replenishment is 5 hours 30 minutes. You can take an hour off that if you're able to 3-phase charge at 11 kilowatts. A heat pump is standard, helping to maximise range in particularly cold weather. And the E-Tech system uses Google Maps to automatically begin preconditioning in the battery when the car is nearing charging points selected in the app. That will mean that the battery is then at a perfect temperature on arrival, which will allow you to charge it faster and more efficiently. The Google-based Journey Planner built into the system can even consider wind direction and speed to predict energy consumption. It's ironic that the young, trendy fashionistas being targeted here are the people least likely to remember the 70s Renault 5 this car references so extensively. Super Minis were much smaller in those days, and the 5 E-Tech is also extremely compact by small EV hatch standards anyway, measuring just 3.92 metres long, which is a small size down from something conventional like a Vauxhall Corsa Electric. Think more Fiat 500e. Like that Italian rival, there's delicious nostalgia dripping from almost every part of this Gallic Tiddler's bodywork. It's not just the familiar shape that your dad will recognise. The original 5 had only 3 doors, hence the way that the rear handles here are hidden in the C-pillars to reference that. The wheel rims are large, 18 inches. So will it be just as trendy inside? Let's take a look. Well, yes, the cabin also sets out to combine real-world technology with retro design. The main 70s reference lies with the padded stitched passenger side dashboard moulding, which can be trimmed in several distinctive sustainable textiles according to the trim level chosen. Over 18% of the car's material content is recycled, and you can have denim trimming made from reclaimed PET plastic bottles. Analog instrument gauges like the original would have been an interesting nostalgia touch, but instead there's the now expected binnacle screen offered in either 7 or 10-inch sizes depending on trim. All variants pair this display with this Google OS based 10-inch central infotainment screen, and that features a ChatGPT enabled voice control virtual assistant named Renault. In a car this short, you wouldn't expect much rear seat room. But it helps that the 2.54 metre wheelbase takes up most of the body length. A couple of adults will be fine for short to medium length journeys. And you've got this strange dimpled ceiling. Out back, the 326 litre boot is bigger than you might expect, though that's 60 litres less than you get in a Clio Super Mini. If you fold the 60-40 split backrest forward, there's 1,106 litres of space, and you've also got this narrow underfloor compartment for the charging leads. The 5 E-Tech doesn't have to be Renault's core B-segment model, which frees it up to be innovative and rather unique. The look has a design longevity that the French maker thinks could last decades, much like the Fiat 500 or the Mini. While the styling of its Clio showroom stablemate must continually change with the times, this Sync doesn't necessarily have to. Whether it will democratize electric technology in Europe, as its maker hopes, is debatable. Group Renault's far more affordable Dacia Spring EV is more likely to do that, but the 5 will play its part in encouraging a wider cross-section of customers to switch to EV. It's cute, it's different, and it's the future, with a bit of the past thrown in.